Girl, look in the mirror. Man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this ain't the show for you. I'm telling you that right now. But in this particular reaction video, what I want to talk about is how a lot of modern women, black women in particular, are domineering. But there's a certain group of those musty-back heifers that are extremely controlling and domineering. And I want to give you the reasons why they are like that. I want to provide to you the reasons why they choose low class to no class type of men. Okay? And it all come down to control. That's what it come down to. But we're going to get down into that thing. Hold on, as I put on your screen right quick, do me a favor, hit the notification bell. Once you do that, select the option that says all. That way you'll be informed of all my new content. Can you dig it? Like and subscribe. All right, like I always tell you, let's get it.
A lot of well-established women who have a lot going for themselves go for broke men or men who are in jail or just don't really have anything going for themselves, not because they are stupid, but because they like someone that they can control. Now, a lot of you may have seen my last video where I just highlighted that men are not stupid, they just use incompetence in order to get what they want in life. And a lot of men took that as the opportunity to bash women in my comment section and talk about how stupid women are. But I don't think women are stupid either. There are stupid people in both groups. No one group is smarter than the other. Like, people are stupid. There's some men who are smarter than women and some women who are smarter than men. Duh. But just hear me out. Some women, oh my God. Some women like those type of men because if a man is in jail, at the end of the day, you know exactly where he is every second of the day. If a man don't have a car and he's using your car, you tell that nigga when to move. You control his every move. If that man don't have nowhere to stay, guess what? You are completely in control of him.
That is what I want to point out. A lot of you good men out there, a lot of you men who are aspiring to be productive, and a lot of you men who are productive are always wondering why women are choosing no good for nothing men. And it isn't always because they are thugged out or thrilling or exciting men. It's the fact that they are more docile. And so you may be saying, how is that possible? He's a thug. He tatted up. He fight everybody. No, how is that? Because she can control him. Like she said, if she has a man that's locked up in jail, this one a little ignorant because she don't understand that a man in jail can still get booty. And I ain't talking about the men getting men's booty. There's people that I've known that come out in my family that went to prison and had those jailers, them female jailers in them small towns, going to them big old prisons and behind the wall, they sneaking in there and sleeping with the inmates, the convicts and everything like that. Okay. So that's not necessarily true, but it is true that that woman knows where that man is at all times. Okay. And she is still in control, even though he's locked up, because now he's begging her for commissary and she is in control of what he can eat. Okay. The car issue. Yes. This is why a lot of women let their men drive their cars, even though they have no jobs, have no money, because they know that they can take the car away. Now, there are some gullible women who are simply being controlled by men who are not gainfully employed because they are weak-minded. But there are a lot of women, a lot of strong-minded, I would say strong when I mean headstrong, stubborn, over-domineering black women that purposely choose men that are projects that they can build up. Now, here's the thing. A lot of times people say they get these men because they are projects and want to build them into what they want them to be. That is not always the truth. That some of these women want them to be a certain type of project, the certain type of project that they break down and have them never rise to a certain level so that they can always be above them. These are the type of women that dress their men. What I mean by that, they buy them shoes all the damn time, tell them what to wear, let them play the kids' game and stuff like that, argues with him, disrespects him. If a woman is controlling a man, she has no issues disrespecting him in public or in private. I have dealt with women that try to do that with me, but I'm the Mac, baby, and that don't work on me. So, but I still got the coochie. But they were thinking, that's another thing. Sometimes these women, or all the time these women who attempt to be controlling, they will sleep with you quickly. I mean, quickly. And they'll try to put it on you as good as they can. But they like to intertwine dominance into the sex. Sometimes they try to run the bedroom, and outside of the bedroom, they'll start doing things that you know are not comfortable to you. They'll start opening up the refrigerator. They'll start opening up cabinets that they had no business opening up. They'll go into rooms that they got no business going into, and you just met this bride. But she feels like she's doing that to show you that your new place, that your place is her residence, even though she got her own or not. She wants you to know that this place is also my territory. So she'll go in any room, she'll just open up drawers and stuff like that. She'll grab the vacuum cleaner or something and start doing stuff. Nothing wrong with a woman cleaning, but you got to understand the motive. She's trying to show you that this is my spot. She'll start leaving clothing at your home. She'll start leaving little hats and hair bundles and stuff like that, and get mad at you if you move these items, because she is trying to control you. The best way to not be controlled, gentlemen, is to have your life together and understand that you don't need a woman to make you happy. A woman is an accessory to what you're doing. Okay? A woman is never supposed to be the main thing. She's supposed to be a part of the thing. That's why she's the helpmeet, which means she assists you. She is subservient to you. She is helpful to you. But you have to already have something going on in order for a person to help you with it. So you got to have your own stuff going on. And if the woman does not follow your program, if she causes you any type of stress whatsoever, if she is going to hold up your progress whatsoever, if you cannot focus on your goals and the things that you're trying to accomplish because she's feeling like you're not spending enough time with her, that you are giving your attention to other things that's going to help you become more of a man, you need to ditch the bitch. It's just that serious. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. Let's keep going.
It's the same way with tricks and stuff like that. Like, a lot of women want that lifestyle and a trick to take care of them, but they don't realize what comes with that. If you get a trick, he's going to want to control every moment of your life. It's vice versa. A lot of dudes will be like, why do women like bums and bums get all the... Yeah, be a bum then. But I promise you, you're going to get controlled every second of the day. You may think, oh, that bum got her own lock and da-da-da-da-da, but whole time, she controlled that dude's life. Like, I promise you, behind the scenes, she talking to that man all types of crazy and all types of shit. Now, of course, a man ain't gonna ever tell another man that, but that's just the reality of the situation. Now, a lot of people are gonna jump in the comments like, exactly, that's stupid. But it's the same way women think it's stupid to lie and use weaponized incompetence to get to the coochie. Just because you don't feel that it is worth it doesn't mean it's stupid. Manipulation is manipulation at the end of the day. And as long as the person is reaching their goal and getting what they want out of a certain situation at the end of the day, which is control or coochie, in this situation, control, they don't feel stupid. Especially when it comes to dealers and stuff like that. Though a lot of women specifically go for those type of men because they feel smarter than them. A lot of women like men.
She's right. A lot of women go for men like that because they do believe that they are smarter than them. So a man can have money, nice clothing, nice possessions that he's worked for and earned, but still be dumb as hell when it comes to women. Okay? Women purposely look for beta males. They look for providers. They look for weak men, and they out there. And like I've told you gentlemen before, stop thinking that beta males are totally weaklings, totally weak. They're not. They're weak-minded when it comes to women, but business-minded, they can be held at the very top. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of beta males that are rich and successful. And also there's a lot of beta males that will fight you too, hurt you behind a woman. Even though they know they got a no good for nothing woman, caught the woman red-handed doing stuff, caught her talking to you, sending you nudes and stuff, and still try to whoop your ass and still try to maintain the relationship with her. So you gotta, I don't know why these people on here make you think beta males are just so weak. They're not weak. They're just weak-minded behind women. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But they look for men who have not been taught by gentlemen like myself, or not been taught by alpha males, strong men in their lives, to respect and love themselves first. And that's another thing. Whenever you get in a relationship, you love yourself first. You don't love that person. You can have feelings for them, but you love yourself first. And anything that she does that violates your boundaries, you get rid of them. Why? Because you love yourself enough not to put yourself through no bullshit.
And that are not smart. A lot of women think men are not smart in general, like I highlighted in my last video, but a lot of women go for men who they don't feel is smart because they like to feel like they got one up on somebody. They like to feel in control at the end of the day. Moral of the story, a lot of times when you run a game on a woman, she knows. Stupidity would only be you run a game on a woman and her being completely oblivious to the shit and not knowing a thing about it. But 9 times out of 10, if you run a game on a woman, she knows exactly what you're doing.
That isn't true. And I know what she's trying to say. A lot of times they know what you're end result is. They know what you're trying to get. They don't necessarily understand all the manipulative tactics that you're using to get there. Some of them know some, but if you got a woman that absolutely understands that, okay, this is what he's trying to get from me, then she's going to be on guard. But there's so many ways to get to it. There's so many ways to break a woman down to get what you want. It depends on how strong-minded she is. You know, but a lot of women do know that you're just trying to get some coochie. They do know that, but they're not always aware of how you're trying to get it. You know what I mean? Unless they see something that you're doing that is familiar. Now, let me go ahead and put this brother on the screen because I like this brother right here, actually. Let me try to put on there. He be saying some pretty interesting things. Hold on right quick. I'm trying to do it for him. Yeah, that's the gentleman right there. But he's going to make some good points. All right, let's get it.
3 reasons why dominant women settle for weak men. Ladies, listen up. Fellas, pay attention. Fellas, have you ever noticed that the most loudest, dominant women always end up with the most softest, weakest men? I'm talking about women who run the whole relationship, make all the decisions, and treat their men like an accessory. You might wonder why that is. The answer is simple, but if you don't know it, you might be getting played right now. Number 1, she wants control, not a partnership. A dominant woman doesn't want a man that's going to challenge her. She wants a man that's going to submit to her. She doesn't want to compromise. She wants to dictate. This is why.
Now, a dominant woman wants a man who will not challenge her. Now, understand that also means challenging her to become a better woman. Challenge her to not be someone who is content at the job that she had. Now, it's all right if you got a good job and you're content with the level of life that you had. There's nothing wrong with that. But a man who is a pookie, a man that is being dominated by his woman, if he has a woman that works at the dollar store and she is just an employee, just stocking stuff like that, whatever it may be, he'll never try to encourage her to become the manager. He'll never challenge her to put in longer hours or whatever it is, or to get a different profession. He'll never challenge her, because as soon as he does that, she gonna put him in his place. But why? Because she controls him. He lives off her. She's taking care of him. That's one example. The other one is she understands that that man is afraid of losing her. So a man who is weak would never challenge his woman. Now, I'm gonna say that again. A man who is weak would never challenge his woman. Challenge your woman to learn how to cook. Challenge your woman to lose some weight. Challenge your woman to clean up around the house a little bit more if she does it at all. Challenge your woman to have a good attitude. Challenge your woman to not be a gossiping asshole. Challenge your woman to do all types of things that will make you happy as a man, but also make her appear as a good, wholesome person in public. Challenge her not to dress so revealing. Challenge her not to dress so provocative. Challenge her. And if she don't want to get with the challenges, that lets you know that she cares more about herself than she does about your feelings. You have to challenge women. I keep telling you all the time, when I deal with women, it's a merit system. I base it on performance. If your performance is lackluster, it ain't good, or it's declining, then you have to leave. If your performance is good and I can deal with you and you're honoring me as a man, then you can stay. And I'm not talking about a woman living with you per se. I'm talking about in your life in general. And that's how you have to be. That's how I am with friends too. I am the same way with them too. So-called friends, I prove them. I see their loyalty. I try to see, because you got a lot of friends who are only friends in the moment, fair weather friends. Now a whole lot of friends who really don't give a damn about you. If you going down, they know about it. They're not going to encourage you or try to see. There's nothing. If you're going broke and we friends, it ain't that other friend responsibility to loan you some money. But at least that friend could possibly, if they wanted to, encourage you. See, friendship should always be applied to money. You get what I'm saying? But let's keep going.
Why she chooses a guy that agrees with everything, never argues, and let her run the show. She doesn't want a king. She wants a follower. Number 2, weak men make her feel more powerful. Look, deep down, a dominant woman still craves power. And what's the easiest way to feel powerful? when you surround yourself with people who won't challenge you. When a woman picks a weak, passive guy, she never has to check herself. She's always right. She always gets her way. It's ego protection at its finest. And number 3, she can't handle a real alpha man. This is the one nobody wants to talk about. A true dominant man would never tolerate her games. A woman knows when she got a strong masculine man. He wouldn't put up with her control tactics, her manipulation, or her boss chick mentality.
See, an alpha male would get on a woman's ass when she's out of line. A beta male will allow her to run over him. A beta male is scared. I don't care what you want to call them, beta, weak men, whatever. They're scared of their women. And that's what I've noticed a lot among men today. There's a lot of men who are in shape, got a little head, big shoulders, and whatever, can bench press 300 pounds, but they are scared to death of the woman that they're in love with. They're scared of offending her. I'm not. All right. Life is about offenses. Offenses will come in life. You'll be offended by your parents. You'll get offended by your children. You'll get offended by your brothers and sisters. You'll get offended on the job by your co-workers. You'll get offended by your bosses. Okay. Offenses come in life. You will be offended. Deal with it. But you got to understand the only way to correct these things is to confront these things to establish order again. So if the woman is out of pocket, you put her back in pocket through you checking her. Now, I'm not saying be with a woman that you got to check all the time, because if you got to check all the time, then the lessons that you're trying to teach her is not seeking in. She's still rebellious. That means that's a sign of a rebellious woman, a woman that you always have to consistently check and put in her place. If you have to consistently check her and put her in her place, she's not the one for you. Let her be someone else's headache. But every now and then a woman probably will slip up because she's being raised in this modern society we call America. You get me? And they don't understand because they're not being taught to honor men. So you got to put that smack down on it. I ain't talking about no domestic violence before y'all come up with that bullshit, metaphorically speaking. All right. But you got to check the broad. An alpha male will tell, hey, this ain't what it is. I don't like that. Don't do it again. Now you can say it however you say it. I say it however I say it. But I make sure my expression, my feelings are known. Don't do this. I don't like this. Hey, if I got to raise my voice at your dog, that's what it is. I'll talk to you first, nice and respectfully. But that don't work, because like in boot camp, they teach it. They teach you can't talk to no people nice in there. They break you down, cuss you out. You'll be amazed at what they tell you when you join boot camp, right? You know what I mean? Try to break you down to get your attention. Sometimes you got to break a woman down. I'm not saying being verbally or physically abusive. Whatever that means for you. Now, be mindful. What that means to you may be perceived differently from others. They may say, that's abusive the way you talk. But to you, it ain't, because you know you better than anyone else does. And you know if you really wanted to go there, you could go there. So they're just seeing a more aggressive part of you, but they ain't seeing that gangster side of you. You see what I'm saying? So you got to check women, man. Alpha men do not let women roam around, do whatever the hell they want to do. If they, especially if the bride live underneath their roof, man. We ain't going to do that. Toss your ass out on your ear. That's what men would do. And alpha men always know there's another bride. It just is. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. Let's keep going.
Instead, she picks a man that she can walk over, because she know deep down inside a real alpha man gonna tell her she could take that attitude somewhere else.
And that's it. Yeah, I dig that, Jack. All right, then. Well, I'll be talking to y'all pretty soon. Y'all take it easy now, you hear?